Project 2025 is what is happening, and those things that you just listed
That's
are
right.
there. And it's been pretty effective so far. And it's been pretty effective so far. And it's been pretty effective so far.
But she basically has just said that Project 2025 has been effective. Good morning, good noon, good night. It's your boy Rowdy, and we back with another video. I appreciate you guys for sticking along this journey with me. Listen, I'm trying to grow this community with me. Listen, from the bottom up, I love communication. I love talking to people and getting to know people and hearing you guys' different perspectives. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share so we can get more of an opinion out there. This is just not my channel. This is going to be a channel for everybody. So if you have an opinion, please say that opinion. So anyway, today we're going to react to The View, and it got really heated between Alyssa Farrah Griffin and between Sunny Hostin. So Sunny was spewing some nonsense about what was going on and what she saw as far as the immigration, because Trump is allowing this new Trump Gold card that allows millionaires from foreign countries, if you're able to pay $5 million, you can get basically a corresponding card that's like the green card, but it costs $5 million. So what this is supposed to do is basically allow people who are rich, who have businesses, and people who are able to basically add to and to help decrease our country's deficit.
We're going to be doing something else that's going to be very, very good. We're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship, and wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. And we think it's going to be extremely successful. Never been done before, anything like this.
So that's what this is there for. And I've not done much research. I've seen a couple of people react to it, and again, their research was kind of limited. But based off of The View, and The View's research is always limited. It's always Trump bad, Trump's horrible, all this nonsense. So they don't always do great research, and that's why they have so many legal notes. Anyway, what's going on? Sunny always is the one that's so quick to go into racism, and this is what's going to happen here. She's going to argue about, Canada and why it seems like it's easier for people who aren't black and brown skinned people to get in through the Mexican border. But she's quickly checked by Alyssa Farrah Griffin, because the truth of the matter is Trump put tariffs on both Mexico and Canada. We, for some reason, only talk about Mexico, but there's been a reprieve, if you will, to basically see if they're able to meet Trump's standards. And if they're not, boom. So anyway, now that you guys are caught up, here's where we are in the video. Let's get into it.
If you read Project 2025, everything that is in Project 2025 is what is happening, and those things that you just listed
That's
are
right.
there. And so that is the goal, that is the ultimate blueprint, that is the ultimate plan, and it's been pretty effective so far.
Did she just misspeak? Or did I misunderstand? Okay, so I don't know if she used the right words, but in my opinion, from what I know, the word effective means it worked. It's working. It's been a positive, and it's has a positive connotation. So if you say something has been effective, you're saying that you have been able to benefit from it. If I'm not mistaken, you guys can correct me if you like. But she basically has just said that Project 2025 has been effective. Not necessarily. Now we can sit there and take a step back and maybe challenge what I just said literally. Trump's ideas in Project 2025 and the things that they laid out, he's effectively carried them out. I think that's what she means literally. However, let's just think about it open-minded. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like she low-key misspoke and told the truth, said the quiet part out loud. To say that Project 2025 has been effective and not to thoroughly, because I had to thoroughly do it for her, if you heard what I said. But that's not what she said. So if she's speaking for herself, which she is, if she's saying this, Project 2025 has been effective. Sunny Hostin 2025. I'm just playing.
You know, this is not that different from what happens in Europe. You know, you can have this sort of golden visa. What's fascinating to me is that, yes, he ran on immigration, and he ran really on the southern border, because we know we also border Canada, and that's actually the largest border. But they're not really going into Canada and looking for those Canadian people that are kind of jumping back and forth.
This is a misnomer. It's not Canadians that come across the northern border. The northern border crisis. No, it's people coming from other parts of the world, India, Mexico. But there's not a bunch of Canadians flocking. There's probably more Americans going to Canada right now.
That's not true, because I spoke to Governor Whitmer about it. But
She's a little too overzealous, but Alyssa is completely correct. I just feel like she was so antsy. Like, you can see, like, she was so ready to interject because she heard what she was saying was some BS. Sonny was spewing BS as per usual. And the reason why Alyssa does not have more of a voice on The View is because the only time she's able to really interject is when it's her turn. Everybody else, you'll see, they'll talk, and let's say Joy would have cut her off. If Joy Behar would have cut her off, or Whoopi would have cut her off, if she would have cut her off, she would have let them finish their point, and she wouldn't have been sitting there trying to fight to finish her point. The reason why she allowed it is because Alyssa was checking her and telling the truth. I've seen them go back and forth, and this is right now probably going to be one of the more left-leaning popular shows out there right now, because they say more than what is just politics. So they actually do bring value to women, to a lot of people, including women, and a lot of women who are stay-at-home mothers and stuff like that. This is a show for them. So because of that, this show ain't gonna go nowhere unless they continue to not allow Alyssa Farah Griffin to have a voice. I think if you allow her to be able to interject and be able to finish her points, granted, she is cutting off Sonny. I'll give you that. But, I mean, Sonny's saying something wrong. So instead of wanting to finish the point that you want to make that's wrong, if somebody checks it, now you have to redirect your point. Not try to continue to say the same BS that you were saying, because now you've been checked. That's how conversations work. You don't just sit there and be upset because somebody's cutting you off and sit there, can I finish my point? Can I finish my point? Your point is invalid. I'm invalidating your claim that you're trying to finish. Now redirect your point.
can I just finish what I was saying?
Yeah.
So that I
About
don't
6,000 Canadians
so that I
who
don't
came to the
so that I don't
country.
lose my thought. The point is, you know, he was all about immigration from the southern border. So it seems to me this was never really just about immigration.
Governor
It was
Whitmer
about
said
a
differently.
certain
That was
type
a
of immigrant. And so
misunderstanding.
now we have this million, these, you
Can
know,
I just
a Russian.
clarify, though, 'cause
Can I
this-
finish talking?
Yes.
Thank you. So it's okay for Russian oligarchs to come over. It's okay for people with money to come over, but it's not okay to provide a path to citizenship for people that have been here, like the DACA recipients, for other people that look a different way.
There is a path to citizenship. This is a lie. This common sense is a lie. If there was no path to citizenship, these Caucasians that you are claiming that are getting this citizenship wouldn't be able to get it. Right or wrong. There's a path to citizenship, which is very, very, very tedious and strenuous. And it's very difficult to become a citizen because there are a lot of tests and a lot of things you got to go through, classes you got to take, avenues you got to travel down, and all the whole nine. But in order to become a citizen of any country, you don't just become a citizen by happenstance. This is how it should go. And it's not how it has gone in the last 4 years, by the way. You are vetted to make sure you're not a terrorist. You probably get background checks and things of that nature because you are coming in as an illegal alien off the rip until we can satisfy the things that need to be satisfied so we can say, okay, now you're a citizen.
Program. We're going to end the EB-5 program. We're going to replace it with the Trump Gold Card, which is really a green card gold, so they'll be able to pay $5 million to the U.S. government. They'll have to go through vetting, of course. We're going to make sure they're wonderful, world-class global citizens. They can come to America. The president can give them a green card, and they can invest in America, and we can use that money to reduce our deficit. Why do we give out lotteries of green cards? Why do we give out EB-5 for green cards? The President of the United States understands that the right answer is, why don't we eliminate the deficit of the United States of America instead?
You're not just a person traveling here to be a tourist. You're not a tourist. We're making sure you're not a terrorist. If you're coming here to live, you are not a tourist. That is the difference.
So just to clarify, because there is a border crisis on the northern border, and it doesn't get nearly as much attention as the southern. The numbers aren't as high. It is not Canadians crossing from Canada into the United States.
Who is it?
It is Mexico and India are the two largest places that people are coming because they're seeing that it's actually easier than going through the cartels and going through a more secure southern border. So if they have the resources, that's what the northern immigration has nothing to do with Canada.
So, on the surface, if these people are vetted and these aren't, criminals or anything like that, people who have the worst interest for the United States, because obviously they're going to be vetted. If all of that checks out and they are good folks who genuinely are rich, who just want to invest in the American economy, what is the problem with that? If the idea is to try to decrease the deficit that we are in, what's the issue? It's because Trump came up with the idea. And people hate Trump. I believe that this could work out. And again, because we have no rivaling ideas of what could happen, why can't we sit there and be upset this is what Trump has decided to do? We don't know what the left was going to do. And based off of Kamala and how she handled her campaign funds, there was no way she was going to be able to manage the whole 34 trillion dollar deficit. Because they had 4 years to do so. Fine, it wasn't $30 trillion as a deficit when they got it, and then but as they left, it was $30 trillion. So who are we lying to? That's the question. So, but anyway, I appreciate you guys for coming. If you guys watched it this far, I appreciate that as well. But anyway, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna bring you this content whether you like it or not. You feel me? Because we gotta grow. We gotta understand. We need more knowledge in our communities and stuff like that. So I'm trying to grow. Let's grow together. You feel me? But anyway, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. All right.